A bipartisan infrastructure deal cleared a major hurdle this week when it attracted enough votes to overcome a filibuster, advancing in the Senate after weeks of fraught negotiations. The $1 trillion infrastructure deal passed 67 to 32, with 17 Republicans joining Democrats in a vote to begin consideration of a final bill. That bill has yet to be written, and turning the agreement into actual legislative text is just one of several obstacles on the road ahead for infrastructure. Still, the group of Republicans and Democrats who hammered out the framework for a deal celebrated the vote on Wednesday night.
At a time when Washington seems broken, this group of members behind me came together, along with others, and decided we were going to do something great for our country.
Nearly 24 senators from both parties were ultimately involved in negotiating a deal, which will add $550 billion in new spending to things like roads, bridges, and ports. Liberal lawmakers had been skeptical about scaling back the much larger package proposed by President Biden, but centrist Democrats involved in the talks hailed the bipartisanship that led to this week's vote.
And when you see the bipartisanship here, bipartisanship is built because of relationships. Relationships are built when there's trust. And the more we continue to do things such as this, the more you'll see more bipartisanship. There was 22 of us involved. And 22, we break down different groups, had different assignments, but they just trusted each other.
The successful vote came after a failed attempt last week, when Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer attempted to push the process forward before all the sticking points were addressed. Most Republican senators voted against the deal, with some, like Senator Tim Scott, citing the lack of details behind it. Disagreements remain about how to pay for the deal in full, and more than 60 senators will need to be satisfied enough with the final product to send it to the House. Its fate there is uncertain as well, with progressive lawmakers uneasy about voting for the bipartisan package without the guarantee of a much larger spending package coming their way, and conservatives resistant to voting for a Biden priority. Sarah Westwood for the Washington Examiner.